Thanksgiving only a few weeks away. Now is the time to get your pantry ready, get it organized, and before you even make your grocery list, well, this morning professional organizer Stasia Symes showed us how to save time, money, and stress by taking inventory of what we already have, because we always end up just buying a bunch of stuff and then not using it. So first thing you want to do, I guess, is make sure your kitchen is clean, right?
Yeah, so when you're going to be cleaning your pantry, it's going to get really messy.
True.
So just know that right off the bat. So if you can start with an empty sink and a clean countertop, that way you'll have plenty of space to expand when you're pulling everything out of the pantry.
That's what we have right now.
Yep,
okay.
so, and I already started the process of pulling things out.
So when you pull everything out and you start cleaning everything off, how do you categorize what you need, what you don't need? How do you order this?
Okay, so what I like to do as I'm pulling everything from the shelves, that's when I begin my purging process.
Okay.
So I'm sure you're going to come across a few things that are already empty, like how did that end up in there, right?
Yes.
I'm a real green business, so I try to recycle or donate anything that I can that I'm not using, because I don't want it to end up in a landfill.
Okay.
So in case you're not sure about what it is that you can recycle, just look at the bottom of any plastic container. If it has a little tiny triangle, that means it can be recycled.
Oh, good deal.
I'm going to go ahead and put that in my recycle bin right here.
Okay.
And then we're going to also start consolidating too, because I have here 2 boxes of tea. It's the exact same kind of tea. It just happens to be a different brand.
I
mean, how much cereal,
yes,
that happens a lot too.
All the time.
So I'm going to consolidate. That's really simple. That's going to make a little bit more space.
Okay.
And this is just empty paper box. I'm going to recycle that as well.
Okay. So now, once you start categorizing and consolidating, and you start to donate, what are some of the issues you think people run into? Like, well, maybe I'll use this for later, or maybe I won't use it for later.
Yeah, well, if something is still good and you haven't used it for a very long time and you realize, my family is just not interested in eating this, go ahead and start a donation box for yourself, because that can go to any local food bank. There's plenty of them happening around this time of year. But what I like to do is categorize by, if you're really into baking, have a baking shelf. You're going to have all of your breakfast goods together. Something as simple as just getting a shoebox from around the house.
I'm sure there's leftover.
Yeah, you could use this as a snack basket. You could put all of your teas and coffees in here. That way you don't have to worry about it looking really nice and neat, because it's all contained in one area. So just to show you, I'm going to pretend that this is our shelf, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting all of my goods in here.
That makes so much sense. It's just so simple.
It just makes it look nice and neat and clean, and like this is all they're going to see. And if you want to put a label on it, again, don't go out and buy a label maker.
Right.
Just get a Sharpie and do it yourself.
And of course, you have to explain to your friends and family why there's a shoebox in your pantry.
Well, it's going to serve a purpose, and it looks good. Listen, there's a lot of nice shoe boxes out there.
True.
And just take a look around your house. And another thing, too, is when it comes to dried goods, they really do keep longer when you keep them in a sealed container. Again, you don't run out and buy something new. Take a look around your house. I'm sure that you probably have plenty of Tupperware hanging out in your house right now that could be used for that purpose.
Now, are you hosting Thanksgiving this year?
No, this year I'm going to be spending some time with my family. Okay. So, but I do have a couple specialty items that I make that I'll be definitely bringing to the table.
Cool, I'll be there. All right, if you have any questions about getting organized, especially before the holidays, you can contact Stasia for a free clutter consultation. Just call 920-1800 or visit clearthecluttertoday.com. As always, Stasia, thank you so much.
Thank you, Antoine.